So I have here with me Chad Bianco, candidate for governor of the state of California. He is running against Gavin Newsom and the establishment. Everybody should run because this man has a lot of courage. Tell me about the race. How's it going?
The race is going fantastic. We are very, very, very happy with the enthusiasm, the support that we're getting so far. I mean, it hasn't been a month yet, and it's the amount of people that are, I mean, within the first week we had over 10,000 people sign up to help, and it's just gotten bigger from there. So
Wow.
we were completely blown away. I mean, I knew it was going to be, I knew California is fed up. So we know that the residents of California want something different. I think that they're starving. We as a society are starving to have someone in government to look to that we can trust, that we know is looking out for our best interests, that we know that they're not going to lie to us. They have the integrity to do what's right, and we don't have that, and we haven't had that for a very, very long time. And my role in the last 32 years as a law enforcement officer, the last 6, almost 7 now, as the sheriff of one of the largest counties in the state, I think that's an easy spot for me. It's almost my wheelhouse to fit into that spot where people are like, yeah, I mean, I might not believe everything or believe with everything he believes in, but 90% of the things we do. And what they do know about me is they know they can believe me, they know they can trust me, and they know that I've got 32 years of irrefutable evidence that I am doing nothing but working for other people. My mission is to make our residents' lives better, and I'm just going to move that into the state realm. It goes from Riverside County to a bigger platform, and we're going to make sure that we get California government to start working for Californians again.
Well, I think that one of the most noteworthy things that you did was you posted a video on Instagram to support President Donald Trump.
Hello, California. It's Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. You know, for the past 30 years, I've been doing everything I could to keep our community safe by arresting criminals and putting them in jail and putting them in prison, keeping them out of our neighborhoods. For the last 5 years, I've been very critical about our governor for slashing our budgets from corrections, for letting prisoners out early, for closing our prisons. I've been critical of our state legislature for passing laws to make it harder to put people in prison. I've been critical for their changing laws that let prisoners out early. And I've been critical for our Attorney General for seemingly not caring about crime and really being an embarrassment to law enforcement. And this love affair that our governor and our state legislature have with criminals is based on the belief that criminals are not responsible for their own actions. They're a victim of society. And really, it's our fault. It's society's fault. It's business's fault. It's cops' fault. It might be my fault. Law enforcement, apparently, if you listen to our governor, is systemically racist. If you listen to our legislature, our laws are systemically racist. Our judicial system is systemically racist. All of these people that are being put in jail are because of law enforcement bias and DA bias and all of these things. And so they let them out. They give them food. They give them housing. They give them money. They give them drugs and alcohol now. And I got to be honest, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. And I'm wondering if I'm having a change of heart and deciding that, you know what, maybe I've been wrong. And I think I'm going to change teams. I know it's going to make some of you angry. I know that you're going to be mad at me, but I'm going to change teams. I think they're onto something, but I don't think they're doing enough. I think that we need to go big. You know me, go big or go home. You're the biggest, you do the best, you're the best at everything, and you might as well do something right if you're going to do it. And I'm all in. And I hope that you're all with me. I hope that you all have this change of heart. You all feel that this is definitely the right thing to do, and you come alongside me in this venture. And I think it's time that instead of letting them out of jail and giving them alcohol and drugs and everything else, I think it's time we put a felon in the White House. Trump 2024, baby. Let's save this country and make America great again.
And I think that people understood what that meant because I, for one, just thought that was so fantastic. I was one of the early people in news who shared that right away. I saw that, and I was stunned you did it in your uniform, and I thought that was extra brave that you did that. It showed so much courage. And you having the capacity to run Riverside County, you know, understanding the difference between right and wrong, how to run a business, mental health, fitness, morale, team spirit, stuff like that. I mean, when you're a law enforcement official, these are things that you understand really well. You understand Maslow's needs, theory of
absolutely.
needs, and it really comes down to basic things like that. So what is your message to the voters of California that are just constantly being confused with this trough of messaging that is they're supposed to go along with, which everybody knows is wrong, but they go along with it anyway? How do you break that? How do you break that culture? How do you change the culture? Because I think we have a cultural problem.
We do. It is a cultural problem, and it's a cultural problem of apathy. Really, it's like we're all consumed, and which is okay to a point, but we're all consumed with our own lives. We're worried about our work. We're worried about our family. We're worried about our kids, and we don't really think about the broader spectrum of government and how that's affecting us. And a lot of us, you'll hear people say, well, it doesn't affect me, I'm not voting because it doesn't affect me. And now we're seeing that apathetic approach has caused us to be placed in this position that we're at. And now we're all like, well, how did this happen? And it's like, well, we keep voting for the wrong people. We're not voting for, it has been decades and decades and decades since we put a leader in office. We don't elect leaders. We elect fancy names. We elect, how does it sound good? Does their name rhyme? I mean, there's so many crazy things that people use to vote. And leadership and integrity are not one of them. And we've gotten to a point where we expect our government officials and our politicians to lie to us, and it's just okay. We know they're going to lie to us, and that is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. And I think that where we are right now and what I bring to the table is something that no one else has to offer. I have 32 years of irrefutable honesty and integrity of working for the public, and no one else is going to have that. And I think that's what we absolutely need. Someone with the courage to go in there and say enough is enough. No means no. We are not bowing down to special interests anymore. We are not giving in to lobbyists and their under the table money and the backdoor meetings and everything else. This is about government working for the betterment of California residents, and we deserve it. It's been decades since we've had a government working for us, and that's what I'm going to bring there. I have the courage to do it. I have the ability to do it, and number one, the integrity to do it. And I've never not done what I said I was going to do, and I certainly am not going to start now. There are a lot of changes we have to make in California government. The regulations and the taxes are driving our residents and our businesses to other states. They need to be eliminated. They need to be reduced, if not eliminated, or both. And it's a combination of all. We're seeing that government is an absolute money pit of just wasted money that we don't even know where it's going. They can't account for billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. There's no accounting for that. It's not only wrong morally, it's wrong criminally. And what a better thing to do is send somebody into Sacramento that not only doesn't believe in wasting taxpayer money, but is going in there with the mindset of, if there was something illegal in it, you're going to jail. You're going to be held accountable for it. And we're done. We've had enough in California. We've had enough of this, and we are going to take our government back to make it work for the people. And all of these businesses and the people that have left, we're going to bring them back. We are going to make California the beacon of the country again instead of the laughingstock.
Well, there's no other way but up for California after the Palisades fires and the Eaton fires, and because you can see they only authorized 4 permits out of 6,000 in the Pacific Palisades. That was one of the stories that I found, and I mean, with that sense of urgency, you have 308 years about somewhere around there before everybody has a permit in the Palisades. So I think the sense of urgency is a problem. We have no restraint in the government, and restraint is a law enforcement thing. So I think the core values, like your T-shirt says, God, family, country, freedom. These are core values, but they're also based on restraint. We don't have a culture of restraint, and I just think that's where the problem is, and people don't see the fun in it. So if we figure people out what's in it for them, how do we incentivize them? Maybe we can motivate them more. I certainly hope that you get all of the support that I'm going to vote for you.
Well, good.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I need everyone else.
I
in
am. I'm
California
going to endorse
vote
you
for me
right
too.
now. Front Page Index is going to endorse you right now.
Thank you.
I am. I'm going to vote for you.
I truly will be the only person. I don't care who comes in. I don't care what other names get added to it and the ones that are on there. I will be the only one that is there for the people of California, only representing the residents of our state. And I have 32 years to prove it. And I certainly am not going to ruin that record now. And we will make California the greatest state in the country.
Well, I hope you get all the right people backing you and get behind you, and get politics out of the media. You know, the money out of the media. I think you have a big problem there because there's a lot of pay to play going on in the media, and that's not illegal. Yeah. And we got to look into that. That's a big problem.
There's many things we have to look into. We have to look into it from an ethical perspective and a legal perspective,
yes.
And we have to get to where government doesn't do anything. Government is not, they don't make anything, they can't generate anything. It's not government's role to run America. Government is supposed to just manage public safety, our infrastructure, those types of things, and we let the ingenuity and the dedication and the drive of the American people, of Californians, to make it better, and that's what we're going to do again.
Well, a real sheriff talking to Front Page Index here at Baker to Vegas. In the beautiful Mojave Desert. It is really, I want to see you on your horse. You're a real sheriff, you know. I want to see you on your horse telling people, you know, the new sheriff is in town.
Very good.
From California.
There's going to be a new sheriff in town, and we will be taking him into Sacramento for sure.
I'm going to come out to Riverside, and I'm going to film you with your horse, and you know, because I just love that sheriff thing on the horse thing. And
very good. And he's photogenic too, so he'll like it too.
He's gorgeous. Lovely.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chad Bianco. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And good luck to you, and I'm voting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you. All right.